Last FM, your number one radio station.
Okay, a very good evening to you listener out there. Welcome to another edition of your number one program on Glass FM called The Overview. Welcome back from all the Christmas break, the New Year celebration. How are you all doing? I'm your host for today, Sunday, 9 Minute Rejoice. And I'm not here alone in the studio. I'm here with my co-host, Danjuma.
Hello, Rejoice. Good evening, ladies. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, JD, Sit G's only fan. It's interesting to know that you're listening every Thursday when I come to the studio to put up this show. What gives me confidence and what gives me comfort is the fact that you would be listening to me, and I'm glad that you're with me.
Okay, on today's edition of the overview, we'll be talking about New Year resolution. You know how it is. The New Year just started, and in every New Year, people get to have resolutions, things they want to achieve this New Year, and so on and so forth. But before we go straight into the matter, we'll be taking a musical break, and when we are back, we'll tell you more about the New Year resolutions. Don't go nowhere.
Last FM, your number one radio station.
How did we get here? What comes to wait on a lonely shore? I can see in your eyes, dear, it's hard to take for a moment more. We've got to burn the ships, cut the ties, send a flare into the night. Say a prayer, turn the tide, dry your tears and wave goodbye. Step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the heartache, yeah. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and don't you look back. Don't let it arrest you. This fear of falling again. And if you need a refuge, I will be right here until the end. Oh, it's time to burn the ships, cut the ties, send a flare into the night. Say a prayer, turn the tide, dry your tears and wave goodbye. Step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away. We can dance upon the heartache, yeah. So light a match, leave the past, burn the ships, and don't you look back. So long to shame, walk through the sorrow, out of the fire, into tomorrow. So flush the pills, face the fear, We're coming clean, we're born again. Our hopeful lungs can breathe again. Oh, we can breathe again. And step into a new day. We can rise up from the dust and walk away.
Okay, welcome back from that musical break. It's still your number one program here on Glass FM, The Overview. Yeah. Okay, before we went on that break, we were talking about the New Year resolutions. So we'll go straight into the matter for today. Okay, what's resolution? I know most of you out there might not. Some of you out there will be asking, like, what's resolution? What's resolution? So I'll be taking it this way. Resolution, it's a firm decision to do or not to do something. That's the quality to do something or not to do something. So we will be linking it up with the New Year's resolution right here. That's as the year is starting, maybe there are some things in which you would like to achieve this year. There are some things in which you would like to quit this year. Some things that you did in 2022 that you will not like it to follow you right here into 2023. So we'll be taking you through with some of the tips. We'll be taking you through with some of the things about resolution. So in the resolution, you need to resolve to all your old resolution, like some of the resolutions in which you had in 2022, some of the things that you will not like to follow you up into the 2023. Sure. So you can be able to resolve as long as you can. Like you can be able to keep working towards that resolution. That's the things that you will not like to follow you right here. Yeah. And there's one thing about resolutions. You can set the resolutions, but if you are not disciplined to really follow them, you find out that you get to quit the resolutions before you even get anywhere.
Sure. And for my area people who just they feel me, for the people who relate to this topic on the street level, let me come down to you for the street level. What thing we dey try talk BC? This thing called resolution, and that thing where you carry for your mind. So you don't put down for your spirit, for your conscience, say you want to achieve. But let me go back here. We are still on the overview. Resolution. We're giving you steps on resolution, right? And we said, first of all, as a new resolution, you have to tell yourself that this is what I want to achieve this year, and then you stick to discipline to achieve. I actually have some pointers too. It's not just by making up resolutions. When you want to make up resolutions, you should try and put up these three things into consideration. One, I think you should try to look up to who you look up to while putting up your resolutions. Who do you look up to this new year, this 2023? Who do you want to look like? Who is your mentor? Who is mirroring through you? Then who are you growing together? That's your peers, your peer group. Who are you growing together? Then who are you learning from? Now, when you pick up these three areas of life, you can be able to pick up or put up a meaningful resolution for the 2023.
Okay, we'll be going for a short time out, and when we come back, we'll be giving you some tips on how to go about the resolutions. Don't go nowhere. It's still Overview, and I'm still your host for today, Sunday Nanmini Rejoice, and alongside my co-host, CG, the prince of Glass FM.
Thank you.
I want to dance for Jesus. I want to grace for Jesus. Hey, thank God, God no be man. God no be man.
Are you looking for the best place to display your goods and services? Are you looking for how to take your business to the next level? Then let's be your plug. For sponsorship or advertisement, please call +234 31101001 or +234 81 288 03452. Glass FM, your number one radio station.
Odogu, Odogu. You are Odogu, Odogu, Odogu. You are Odogu.
All right, welcome back from that time out. Before we went on the time out, we were talking about New Year resolutions, and as we're back right now, we'll be taking some tips on resolutions. Okay, maybe you listening to me out there, your resolution might be to quit smoking. Let's say you smoked throughout the 2022, and in 2023 you would like to take a new turn. You get so in order for you to be able to achieve that type of resolutions, you need to keep yourself from places and people that you get to smoke along with. Because you find out that if you keep on going to the areas where you keep going to smoke, you find out that you never get to quit that bad habit.
You know, that was why I mentioned earlier. I mentioned the peers, the people you are with,
the people you mingle with,
daily with, affects the kind of resolution you make in the new year.
Okay, and another one is, if you want to be a better person this 2023, you need to find a way to improve yourself. What are those aspects in which you would like to improve yourself? You should look at people, look up to people in which are better, are good in that aspect. You get to see what are the things those people do. What are the things those people do? You get to connect with those people over there. That they are going to help you to improve in those areas in which you really want to develop yourselves. This is where
the question of the mentorship comes to play. Who is mentoring you? Who are you looking up to? Because you don't just look at everybody. You just want to be like everybody. You want to be like certain people. So select those people when you want to make a resolution this year. Tell yourself, I want to be like so person, because so person makes so impact for me. It has to be deliberate.
Yeah, it has
to be intentional. It has to be very, very, very decisive. And you have to decide it.
And one thing about this New Year resolution is that you have to be intentional about it. You should take it like part of you. You have to focus, because without focus you tend to forget about that resolution before you get anywhere.
True.
If possible, you can write it down. You can write it down, place it in your room or something. Every morning you can look up to it and be like, this is what I want to achieve this year. And along the line, you can be ticking it. Let's say in the first quarter of the year, you get to achieve that one goal in which you set to achieve. You can just tick it with a pen. Tick it that I was able to achieve this, and it gets to take you down. At the end of the year, you can look at it and be like, wow, yes, I said I wanted to achieve this, and at the end of the year I was really able to achieve that.
I'm looking up to this wonderful woman, Lamita, because she's doing wonderful well for herself, and part of the tip she gave for her own 2023 New Year resolution is the fact that she needs to get herself a sticker note. This sticker paper, the one you just write and then stick it up on her bed. She said why she has to do that is because it keeps reminding her of her daily goal every morning. Every morning she wakes up, she wants to wake up. The first thing she wants to see is her goal. And if that works for you, I think you can totally try it out.
Yeah, you can try that out too. Okay, if your New Year resolution is to save money, maybe you have been spending too much in 2022, and in 2023 you want to limit your spendings. Some of the things you need to do about that is you should know your needs and wants. Know those things that you really need. Not those things that you just want it. You should know your needs and your wants, so that you will not end up spending so much on the things that you don't really need.
That is why we keep talking about being deliberate about your goals, right? Being very concise, being true to yourself, understanding what you want.
Understand what you want and go for it. because if you don't really get to manage your spendings, you find out that you get to be spending unnecessarily.
Yeah. Hey, it's New Year. It's still January, so it's
January.
Still time
we still have a long way ahead into 2023.
There's a lot of journey ahead.
Yeah.
So plan it proper.
And also, if your New Year resolution is to lose weight, you can get to
gain weight.
Yeah, you should be able to watch the things you eat. If you want to lose weight, like avoid fatty foods. Get to look out for the quantity in which you eat. The timing in which you eat also matters a hell lot. So you get to check the timings and so on and so forth. Okay.
And to my beautiful ladies, please. I know whether big or small, whether fat or slim, you're still beautiful and gorgeous for me, just the way you want it. If you want to reduce your fat for health's sake, you heard the tip she gave. Keep to it and man, reach your goal. And if you're slim, you're still beautiful the way you are. You want to get weight, please do what they need for. And trust me, 2023 will be a great year for us.
Okay, we'll be going on a short musical break, and when we come back, we'll be wrapping up the show. I'm still your host for today, Sunday Nanmini Rejoice, alongside Danjuma Siji Jibut. Don't go nowhere.
Glass FM, your number one radio station.
99.7. I'm your host Jessica Wells, and we're kicking off the show today with the brand new tune from Mr. NK. Obviously, we're used to the turn-up hits from him, but today we're something different. The Smoke Slow song, and it's titled.
And I was lost, but you found me. You found me, yes, yeah. I was lost with no one around me. I was searching all around for someone to guide me. My God, so majestic is your love for me. You found me, cleaned me up and made me new. Now I see, since you came, my life's not been the same. You came, my story changed, oh yes. You came into my life, oh yeah, and brought me back to life again. Oh, when there's no one I can turn to, I'm reminded that I have a friend in you. Since you came into my life,
Jejely, you now found me. Jejely, you changed my story. Jejely, since that day, I've not been the same. You want to cause your show, and I don't think I deserve you, but still you show me love every day. Since you came, my life's not been the same. You came, my story changed, oh yeah. You came into my life, yeah. And brought me back to life again. Oh, when there's no one I can turn to now, I'm reminded that I have a friend in you. Since you came into my life, make I no go front like it's nothing. Make I no go place man above you. There's no love like yours, and there's no love so real. You amaze me. Make I no go front.
Okay, if you are listening to me, if you are just tuning in right now, it's still your number one Glass show on Glass FM, the overview. Before we went on that break, we were talking about New Year resolutions, in which we get to tell you what a resolution is. A resolution is a firm decision to do and not to do something, like those things you get to look up to or look out to be able to achieve at a particular point in time. Okay, we also get to give you some tips on the types of resolutions and how to go about those types of resolutions.
Hey, and remember, this is Glass FM, your number one online radio station. We're always here to entertain you, educate you, and give you the best and best and best and best of time. You can reach out to us. You can do business with us. You can reach out on Facebook. It's Glass FM. That's on Facebook. On Instagram, we are at Glass FM Radio Station. On Twitter, you can reach us at Glass_FM. You can send us an email, you know now, at glassfm.tv@gmail.com. You can reach out to this international phone lines for those of you listening to us outside. Even those inside Nigeria, if you call these numbers, and it's +234 81 28 80 3452. I take it again, +234 81 28 80 3452.
Yes, as you heard it from Danjuma, you could reach us for businesses and a lot more at those social media handles and the number he just called.
And you can still reach us on Spotify.
You can listen catch us on TikTok, Spotify.
We are always available. Anywhere on your social media, we are just
we are available on all the social media
handles. Thank you for listening to Overview today. It's peaceful knowing that you're listening to us.
It was actually an interesting time over here in the studio, and we wish we could continue, but as it is now, time is ticking, and we are about to see our buys.
And don't worry, if Overview is short for you, tomorrow is Street Vibe. You can catch us up on Street Vibe and the Saturn Flakes, and there's so much shows for you to listen to.
Yeah, do have a lovely night. Bye for now.
Last FM, your #1 radio station.